Vanessa Franco. Welcome to another edition of PE Live. I'm really excited today. Big Papa and the TCB. You're here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
You know, you guys have been, we were talking about this a little bit, and you've been playing together now for 7 years. Can you talk a little bit about just how the band started?
The band actually goes back close to 20 years, because I met Steve around 20 years ago through the Recycler Classifieds. And ironically enough, I met Ray through the Recycler, 15 years later almost. And now they don't even have musicians wanted. It's been kind of regulated to mostly sales stuff, but that was it for musicians at the time. Finding other players was the Recycler.
Well, and, you guys have always had a distinctive style. You're not like anybody else playing out here. Your style of jump, the back alley, brawling rhythm and blues. From the get-go, is that where Big Papa was starting? Is that how you knew where you were going to be playing?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had a heavy influence from guys like Louis Jordan and Louis Prima. A lot of jump blues influence. Of course, there's the Stevie Ray Vaughan and the Albert King and the Albert Collins. But for us, everybody was doing that. And we kind of wanted to do something that was kind of the bridge between rock and roll and blues. And that's kind of where we always have resided. We've strayed a little bit over the years on different records, but I think we're definitely back there now.
Well, speaking of records, one of my favorite records of the year, Six Pack of Cool. I'm so excited. It is out. And you guys funded it with the fans. Can you talk a little bit about just how that record came together?
Well, Kickstarter. I was new to that. Actually, when he proposed that we do that, I was very unaware of how that worked. And once I saw the fans getting behind it, I was amazed. So yeah, we were able to raise funds for the album, totally through our fans. And in return, they got, different packages and CDs, autographed CDs. We even wrote a song about one of our biggest sponsors. So at first, you think, well, how are we ever going to get there?
Yeah,
it seems like a big amount of money. And believe it or not, we made it, I think a week before. So we even went over. Truly a blessing to have our fans really get behind, and a lot of people that new fans that we really didn't know. So,
yeah, you wonder if you're going to be able to pull it off, and if the support is going to be, especially in these times right now, where people are just struggling to make it week to week, if they're going to be able to, if we're going to be able to make it. And I think this is the testament to people really have connected with us on this project, and it's a really cool thing. And that's what keeps us going.
I think that's the biggest part is they felt connected.
Yep.
They felt a part of the disc. So when they put that disc in our hands, they knew they were, they had a contribution towards it. So it's very special.
So when you guys were working on this record, it's very much different than the last release that you did. Hearing where I'm going with this one, can you talk a little bit about how the sound changed and how you guys evolved as a group with this new record?
I think part of the issue with the disc before, which I really am very proud of it, writing-wise, I felt like we stretched a bit. But I got really heavily into slide guitar, and we tried doing something with a little bit more edge, and we wanted to do kind of a conceptual disc where it was, you had the old traditional sound, and then you had a more modern sound. And it was a really good collection, but it wasn't true to what we started out doing. And I think that's where Six Pack of Cool was totally different, is that it brought us back to where we started and took us where we wanted to go from day one. We brought in the horns. We really got back to the jump blues roots and the swing roots. And I feel like the writing on there is stronger than anything we've done.
Well, and how does the writing process work for you guys?
We depend on him heavily.
I have, thanks to the Papa John thing, we've been able to put together our own recording studio, and that's where we recorded the last 2 discs. It makes it really convenient to be able to just go out at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock in the morning and just be able to throw stuff down on the recorder and then send it to these guys or have them come over, and we'll run through stuff and say, hey, check out this new thing I was working on. And it grows from there. But
and we've gone deep into the past too, back in the songs that he wrote in 90 or 91 that will come to mind. That hey, what if we did that song this way instead of the way we used to do it, and throw in the horns and songs that we never recorded before, maybe haven't played for him and I in 20 years. So there was at least one of those on
this one.
Yeah.
On the last couple of discs. It seems like every disc we've had a song that came out of when we first started playing together. So that's kind of cool to see those songs come back and get new life. Songs that I completely abandoned years ago. I was like, oh, well, that one could work if we put a little New Orleans flavor on it. Or
some of them we only had it on some really bad quality VHS or onto some cassette tapes, and so we had to pull that out. He didn't want to admit that it was him, and I didn't want to admit it was me, but it was. So,
but it worked out.
It worked out, yeah.
Well, what else is ahead for 2013?
A lot of we're doing a lot of city gigs. We are looking a little heavier into the casino circuit. We've got some things with Big Bad Voodoo Daddy coming up. And just we're doing full band shows. We're doing a lot of trio shows. And that's just a chance for us to try some different stuff where I can actually go out and play some slide guitar in a much more intimate setting. And it's been refreshing for me because then I can kind of pull back and do those things and not have to worry about the whole band and being like a band leader and orchestrating and whatnot. We just kind of get together and it's real organic and raw. So those are a lot more fun for me a lot of times.
Keeps us fresh.
Yeah.
It really does.
And I like throwing new covers and new songs without telling them anything. Just I start playing, and like, what the heck?
That's always nice.
What is this? What are you playing?
So, and where can people find you online?
The easiest way is to go to the homepage. I know a lot of bands don't do this anymore, but we stand by it. bptcb.com. So as in Big Papa TCB.com. Or on Facebook. Just search Big Papa and the TCB and you'll find us.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm really looking forward to hearing your songs. Thank you.
We appreciate it.